So you definitely want to have a nice looking unit circle. Okay, so I think what I will do is I will reprint some of these if any of you want to sort of do it again, if maybe you didn't get it quite color coded the way you wanted to, or maybe you just want to redo it and make it a little cleaner for yourself. It's up to you. If you're happy with the one that we did yesterday, then that's fine too. But using that unit circle, okay, the ultimate goal of using this unit circle is to solve certain evaluate certain trig expressions and solve certain trig equations using it where we don't have to use a calculator. But first we got to know all the angles and the corresponding points on the unit circle. So you can use the one if you want, that you have, or you can try and remember it without. But here's a couple of different types of questions. Here, I gave you guys individual ones like this yesterday. I give you the angle, you tell me the point. What's the point on the unit circle when the angle is 45 degrees? It's the 2 root 2 over 2's. Root 2 over 2, comma root 2 over 2. How about 180? 180 goes like that. Negative 1 comma 0. 150, that's the 30-degree family. Negative root 3 over 2 comma. I didn't hear the rest of it. 1/2. 240, again, think of what family that belongs to and whether positives and negatives come into play. Positive or negative? Yes, they're both negative because this one goes into quadrant 3. 90 straight up. Careful. 0, 1. And 315, thinking of the family that belongs to, the 45-degree family. Yeah, if we're in quadrant 4, the x is positive, but the y is negative. Yeah. And the second example that we're looking at is just the reverse. I give you the point, you tell me the angle that goes through that point on the unit circle. So the way that I sort of look at these is I think of the unit circle, because remember, you're going to have to do this without a net at some point. There's 3 values, root 3 over 2, 1 over 2, and root 2 over 2. The root 2 over 2's always go together. One or both might be positive or negative. Okay. If the root 3 over 2 is first, root 3 over 2 is longer than 1/2. So when I look at this, I think, okay, first it's in quadrant 1, and it's long then short. So the segment would look like that. What angle is that if it's the low one like that? 30 degrees. Yeah. What does what mean? Oh, P just means what point. Yes. How about this one? Well, this is the 45-degree family, but it's in a different quadrant. It's in quadrant 2. So 45-degree family in quadrant 2, 135. If it's got ones and zeros or negative ones, then it's either the 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. 0, and if it's 0, automatically 360 goes with the next one. This one here, D, it's the short one, then the long one. That's the 60-degree family, 240, because it's in quadrant 3. This is the 30-degree family, long then short, but it's in quadrant 4. 30-degree family in quadrant 4. 330, yes. And the zeros, ones, and negative ones, we know which ones those are. That one is 180. Should be 270. 180 is negative 1 comma 0. Good. So once we're familiar and comfortable with common angles and their points on the unit circle, now we can actually start the trig. Now I can actually give, well, the next stage is going to be, I ask you to find the cosine of 45 degrees, and you're going to be able to tell me the answer using the unit circle. I ask you to find me the tan of 330 degrees. You're going to be able to use the unit circle to tell me the answer without a calculator, which means you're going to be able to give me the exact answer. But we'll talk about that next week. So all I want you to do, and you've got the remainder of this period,